Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know you guys miss me. It's just I've been so busy with work and all, but I've decided to make a YouTube video this week and upload because I miss you guys too. So before I continue, I want to just thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel, for liking my videos and commenting on my videos. I appreciate that so much, and I'm looking forward to sharing my ideas with you, sharing motivational speeches with you. I'm just looking forward to the future with us. So before I continue with my topic or continue saying what I want to say, let us address the big elephant in the room. So as you can see, I cut my hair.
Wow!
A lot of people were so surprised when they saw that I cut my hair. A lot of people were happy, upset, wondering why I did it. And it's just that I wanted to cut my hair, honestly. It's like I had perm hair for a while because I think this is the second or third time cutting my hair. I had perm hair in the past. Every time I would put my hair up in one, I would get terrible headaches. So I decided to go all natural. No, my hair got natural. I started growing it out and I couldn't find styles to put in. It's just like every time I have to do my hair, do my hair, do my hair. When I do my hair, it's just like pains again. If I put in braids, pain for a while. If I plait it, pain for a while. And I'm just tired of the pain. I'm tired of my head hurting me every time I put in a style. So I had in some beads. I will insert a picture. I had in some beads. And the night I was like taking them out, I had my hair in single plait with beads in the end. And a night I was sitting here and I was just like, you know what, let me take them out. I think I took out at least 3 of them, and then I was like, no, I can't do this. So I went for the scissors and I clip all the beads off. And then I realized when I cut it, they weren't cut evenly and I just didn't like to see it. So I just hurried to the barber shop. It was a bit late, but I got the barber shop open and I just cut off all my hair. I feel happy and I'm satisfied with it. Many people weren't, but I guess it's just something they have to get used to. So here is the new me with my bald head. So my topic is centered around a better way to live by avoiding procrastination. Listen, if you don't know what procrastination is by now, you will know today. That's all I have to say. You will know what procrastination is by today if you didn't know what it was. But most of us know what procrastination is. It's just a big fancy way of saying not doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. Basically, we could look at the Google definition for procrastination if you'd like. So I think I'll research it or put it up so you could see what the dictionary defines as procrastination. But for us human beings, procrastination is simply taking your precious time or wasting time to complete or do a task when there's a deadline, or you know there's a deadline for something that you need to do and you waste all the time in the world before you do it. We need to live better, we need to do better, and we need to avoid procrastination. So let's dive into the topic. We have 2 definitions from Google of what procrastination is. The first one says, procrastination is the action of unnecessarily and voluntarily delaying or postponing something despite knowing that there will be negative consequences for doing so. The other definition states, procrastination is the act of delaying or putting off tasks until the last minute or past their deadline. I don't think I need to say why procrastination is bad for every aspect of our lives. But if I didn't, then I wouldn't be making a video today, now would I? But let us just see why procrastination is bad for us. Number one, it makes us very laid back, like we don't have any cares in the world, we have all the time in the world. It's just like we're just laid back. I have an assignment to do, okay, it's due next week, all right, that's the assignment's business. I'm just going to lay back, relax, and enjoy my free time doing nothing. So that's what it makes you just very laid back, and it doesn't make you want to get things done. That is what procrastination does. Yes. Aside from procrastination making us very laid back, it also makes us not have proper time management. It's just like we don't plan to complete what we need to complete. We do all sorts of things during that time, and when the time comes for that certain thing to be presented or that certain thing needs to be done, we didn't have the time to do it. Or we did have the time, however, we did not allocate that time towards completing that task or doing that thing. So our time management gets messed up when we procrastinate. We don't plan our day with that task in mind. We don't bear in mind that, okay, I have a deadline to meet and I'm going to meet it. And when I meet that deadline, whatever I am presenting or whatever I will be doing, I'll be well prepared. No, we don't. When we procrastinate, we don't bear all those things in mind. We're just like, okay, we have all the time in the world, and when it comes to that particular deadline, we're not prepared. That reflects badly on our time management skills. So that is another bad thing or a bad way that procrastination affects our lives. Additionally, procrastination puts us under a lot of pressure, which causes us to stress in the end. And stress is not good for anyone. Stress kills, stress makes you look different. Stress is just not good for your health. It's just not good. But when we procrastinate and the deadline for that particular thing comes near, we are put on the pressure. We have to rush to get our resources. We have to rush to do what we have to do. We have to rush to gather everything together, and we are stressed out. We don't want to talk to anybody because we're crumbling all over to get what we need. But had we not procrastinate, we would have been fully prepared, fully ready to take on anything that came our way. Another way that procrastination affects our lives is that it leads us sometimes to do the wrong thing. So let's say we had an assignment due a month, and we got all the instructions, the guidelines, everything. 2 weeks passed, we have not started. 3 weeks, we have not started. Now that the assignment is due the next week, we're like, okay, let me start now. I'll have to give you my personal story on that, but let's focus on the matter at hand. So when you're now researching or looking for resources to do whatever the assignment is, you don't get to do it properly, and sometimes it may even lead you to do the wrong thing. So let's say the teacher asked you to define something. Well, no, that's a bit simple. Let's say the teacher asked you to look up the national heroes of 5 Caribbean countries and also state what they did for their country. Yes. And then now you're going, because you're so much in a rush and you don't have the time on your hands, the only thing that you did was to just look up 5 national heroes for 5 Caribbean countries. You did not add or do the extra assignment or the extra instruction, which was to state one thing that they did for their country. So you lose marks. You did the wrong, well, you did not do the wrong thing entirely, but you did not fully complete the assignment. So that is why we should not procrastinate. Sometimes we provide incomplete work and we completely do the wrong thing. So that is why we should not procrastinate at all, because it's not good for our health, it's not good for our time management, and it's just not good overall, because it just puts us under a lot of stress, and it's not good to deal with stress, especially if you're a young person and you're going to school. Stress is the last thing that you should deal with. Only when it's exam time, yeah, you can stress a bit about that because everybody wants to pass, you know. But when it comes to assignment and procrastination, we should not mix the two. We should always start our assignments on time. So we know the way that procrastination can affect us. So I'm just going to leave you with 5 simple ways to avoid procrastination. The first way is to start immediately. So if the teacher gives you an assignment, you start immediately, even if it's by doing an outline of how you will go about doing the assignment, even if it's researching about the assignments the very same day. You just have to start immediately, because that gives you or prepares you for what's ahead. Another way that you can avoid procrastination is by doing less talking and doing more action. So instead of just saying, oh gosh, I have this assignment to do, I have this assignment to do, stop talking, just do it. That's the best way, or the other best way that you can avoid procrastination. Another way that you can avoid procrastination is by being mindful that you have a deadline to meet. Being mindful that you have a timeline. When you keep those things in mind, you would not want to procrastinate. You would just want to start whatever you're doing, so when the deadline comes, you're ready. When the deadline comes, you have fully and properly completed whatever you wanted to do. Way number 4 on how you can avoid procrastination is by setting reminders in place. If you have to tell a friend, tell a family member, hey, remind me that I have my assignment due next week, put it on your phone, on your calendar, stick it up in your room, or stick it up somewhere that where you pass, you will always see it. So you could just be reminded that you have an assignment, you have a deadline, you have something that you need to complete. So the final way that you can avoid procrastination is by simply thinking about the consequences of your action. Because the consequences are, which we listed earlier, you're going to be stressed out, you're going to look like you don't care about anything, you're just going to be not prepared. It's just too much to deal with, you understand? So once you think about the consequences of procrastination, that will put you in the mood like, hey, I don't want to do this because I don't want to be going through all this stress. I don't want to be experiencing all these things. I don't want people to look at me like as if I don't care about my work. I don't want people to think that I'm lazy. You're going to, once you think about the consequences, you're not going to want to do that thing. You get me? Let me explain just a quick story of me and how procrastination made me hate procrastination. That's funny, but let's go. So we had an assignment to do. That was when I was at uni. We were given the assignment a month, okay, a month before the deadline. So we had a whole month to do that assignment. Well, I don't know about others, but I procrastinated. Let me tell you, I completely forgot. Not literally forget, but the way I acted is like I forgot I had the assignment to do. Now, in the same week that the assignment was due, let's say it was due Friday, and Sunday was when I started thinking about how to do the assignment. Mind you, I read it once. Yeah, I read it. But I did not put anything in place on how I would go about doing it. I did not write down anything. I did not research anything. So on that Sunday, stress, headache, panic. The worst thing to do is to ask somebody, hey, you start the assignment, and they say, yes, they soon finish. Oh gosh, that is the worst. So you start the assignment, you soon finish, and I have not even started. And guess what? I was not alone. There were some others who have not even started the assignment as yet. So all of us was like, okay, how are we going to start this? How are we going to start this? Monday, I still had to research on what I wanted to do. Tuesday, I had to get my points together. Wednesday and Thursday, I had to actually start the assignment that we were given 30 days. We had probably a 2,000 word document, no less than 2,000. So you can imagine we had to do a lot of writing, and I still don't like to present work that's poorly done. That is just not me. And if I had bear that in mind, I would have started earlier. So you can imagine I was completely stressing over that assignment, because not only did I start late, I also still wanted to do well. You know, some of these things, they are impossible. But with me, it was possible because I meant that I wanted to get a good grade. So I had to stay back extra late in the night, early morning, just working. And it was not good for me. I was stressed out, I was cranky, I was upset, I was asking everybody how you went about doing this, how you went, and it was just not good. It was not good. In the end, I finished on time because, when they say it's due Friday, we mean Friday 11:59 p.m. So the whole of Friday I researched, still making changes, still putting things together, and I submitted my assignment. I got a good grade, yes. I was satisfied with my grade because I worked extra hard to ensure that it was done properly and correctly. But I did not have to go through all that stress had I just done the assignment immediately. If I had started immediately and do all the 5 tips that I shared with you, I would have been so much better. So you see, when I begin my ACCA study, my ACCA program, I am going to bear this in mind. I'm going to watch over this video over and over to stick in my head that I should not procrastinate. Procrastination is not good when it comes to our health. In terms of if we are living an unhealthy life, we're eating so much junk food, and we say, okay, we want to do better, we want to eat better, and just never do it. We need to stop procrastinating when it comes to our health. We need to stop procrastinating when it comes to our academics. We need to stop procrastinating when it comes to our talents. We have a talent. We can sing, we can dance, we can draw, we can paint. And every time we say, okay, I'm going to open this little business, I'm going to start doing this, I'm going to start doing that, but we never start. We need to take procrastination out of our minds. We need to do better. And we have to find a better way to live, and that is by avoiding procrastination. So that will be all for my video today. I can't wait to share more with you guys. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me your stories about how procrastination messed you up. Tell me your stories about how procrastination destroyed your lives, and just leave a tip on how we should all move forward to avoid procrastination. Thank you guys. I want you to subscribe to my channel, share this video with someone who you know has a tendency to procrastinate, or someone wants to start doing something but they can't find the motive to start. Send them this video and tell them to stop procrastinating and start today.